Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. I am Kay of Kayreneesgarden. Hey, Sweet Thumb. Hey, Village. Thank you for chiming in. I appreciate you. Ooh, let me find my, oh, here it is. Got my Bluetooth over here, y'all. Okay, no worries, Sweet Thumb. Understood. Know you're out there in the bushes. I appreciate you for chiming in. Can you hear me okay? Turn up my volume. I hope everyone is doing well. I have some stuff to do this morning. One of my hydroponic units, I have a couple of aerogardens in a let pot. So one of my aerogardens, the bok choy is too big for the unit. So I need to go in there, take it out, and plant it outside. So that's what's going to happen today. Remember the garden bed that I cleaned out last week? So that's where they're going to get planted, and they are nice and big. So I'm hoping that I'm able to get them out of those pods without any issues. So that's what I'm going to be working on this morning. What are you guys up to this morning? Sweet Thumb, I know you said you're in the bushes. Are you out there gardening? And then I also have a volunteer tomato that came up in one of my garden beds. So I'm going to go ahead and get that going as well. I have a pot out there that I'm going to place it in. And I think I'm just going to put it in the greenhouse because if I don't know if the cold will ruin it. So it is 44 degrees right now. Earlier it was like 39. So we're going to see how it goes. Hopefully, the tomato does okay. It's going to be in the greenhouse for a little while. So I will wait for a few more people to come in, and then I will get going outside so I can start getting this work done. Hello, hello, whoever just popped in. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm actually doing this live on my phone today because I have to take you guys outside. So I didn't want all the feedback from the other device. So I'm using the phone only. Let's see. I'll probably drop the link in the chat in a little bit, but I want to go ahead and get some work done. So I will wait for more people to pop in, and then I'm going to head outside. Hold on for a second, you guys. I'll be right back. I am back. So I will share with you how these plants are looking. They are huge. Well, not huge, but too big for the unit right now. So I'm going to flip you guys around and flip you guys around in just a sec and let you see how big these plants have gotten. Let's see. Turn my camera back. So this is the unit here. You see how big these are? And then the Tiny Tim tomato over here, you see how big it's gotten? Hey, David, let me know if you can hear me okay. You see this bok choy in this unit? So I have to take it out. And I'm going to plant those outside. You see them? They look so nice and pretty. So I'm going to get that going. I saw your video yesterday, David. You were out there getting it done. That was a nice video. You always share great information. There's another little Tiny Tim tomato over there, but I think the bok choy is covering it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that out of there in just a second. I'm going to turn this camera back around. Let's see. There we go. So I'm gonna go outside and get that stuff planted. I'll probably have to cut them out just a little bit, so because I'm not sure how big the roots are. I'm scared to even look. I know they're probably big by now. Hey, Living Natural, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. If you guys could hit the like button, that would be fantastic. I have some bok choy in one of my aerogardens that I need to remove and plant them outside. So the garden bed that I prepared last week, that's where they're gonna go. So I'm gonna take the plants out. I'll just grab a container or something and put them in there and see if I can, gently remove them from the pods. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, you guys. I hope everyone is doing well. Living Natural, how are you doing this morning? Are you doing okay? So hold on, let me get me a container and I'm gonna start moving them from that aerogarden. So, and then I'll get me some snippers too, because I already know I'm gonna have to cut the pod just a little bit, because the pod is like a sponge, so it's not like I can plant it. It'd be nice if it was something that was biodegradable that I could just, place in the soil, but it's not. So I'm gonna have to cut it out of there. So hopefully I don't ruin them. But they look so pretty. And then I'm gonna have to find me some tulle fabric. I know I have some in here somewhere, and cover them because I don't want the bugs eating them up. So hold on just a second. Let me get my snippers. And look at my apron that my daughter got for me for Christmas. Ain't that fly, y'all? Wait, hold on. I was like, what? It's so pretty. I don't want to wear it outside. So it has the picture of me out in the garden. Uh-oh, I got it all sideways. And then my name on there. So I'm not wearing that one outside because I don't want to ruin it. So I will go grab me an apron though. And get ready to go outside. I'm just going to grab the one that I normally wear outside. And this is nothing but some novelty cotton fabric. And I made this apron probably, I don't know, it might have been 3 years ago. And this apron has held up really good. This is the one you liked, David, with all the different garden stuff on there. I have not been able to find this. Hey, Rio's Family Garden, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I have not been able to find this fabric again either. I got it from a fabric store and they only had like, I think 2 yards of fabric, and that was it. And I have not found this print again. But I am getting ready to head outside. So I am taking y'all with me. So we'll turn this light off and we are gonna head outdoors. And then I will flip the camera around. Oh, I didn't even get the plants, huh? I have to do that first. Let me grab the plants, y'all. Let's see. I will take you guys over here with me while I grab these plants out of this aerogarden. Hopefully you guys can see. The light is probably gonna blind y'all. So let me raise this up a little bit. At least raise it up. Sorry guys. So I'm gonna take these plants out of here. So I'm gonna raise this up. And hopefully I'll make it fall. All right. I think I got it. I can never get that thing just right. So I'm going to take this off. This is actually like a little trellis, like if you have your tomatoes and if you have vining vegetables in here or peppers. see. Okay, I guess I can leave that. So I'm just going to take the pod out. See these roots? Oh no. It still should be pretty easy to get these out, I think. This one is really big. Take this one out. You see how pretty that is? I'm like, please don't ruin the plants. Try to be as gentle as possible. I'm gonna leave the tomatoes in there though for now. Let's see, I need more water in here too. There's actually 2 Tiny Tim tomatoes in here. But these were blocking all the light. And as you can see, this one is small because it probably wasn't getting enough light either. And then here's the last one. So take these outside. I'm glad these pods are wet. You see that? That poor little Tiny Tim tomato was suffering, y'all. Uh-oh, see a gnat right there. It will not make it in here. No gnats allowed. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cover these up because they don't have anything in them. So these are the plant babies. Let me show you. Uh-oh, I'm about to drop them, you guys. Hey, Kuya, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Let's see, let me make sure I didn't miss anyone else. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Getting ready to replant some bok choy. You see that? So that's going to go outside. I had them in one of my hydroponic units. My mustard greens are big too. Let me turn you around, see if you can see those. I don't know if you guys can see them. There they go. So those are the mustard greens. They're going to go out soon. Probably not today. I don't think I'll have time to get all of them done. But these will definitely go out. I'll let my dog in. Here, you can go in too. Go get in your bed. Let me set you guys up. It's nice and bright out here. So I had me a, let me raise this up all the way up. Okay, there we go. I had a comfrey plant in a grow bag and it wasn't doing so hot. So, oh, there we are. I'm gonna turn you guys around. There we go. All right, it wasn't doing that great in that grow bag, and I think it was because maybe it wasn't getting enough sunlight for where I had it. So this is the garden bed that I cleaned out on last Friday, and I like to let the beds rest just in case there's any insects or anything. I'm going to plant some garlic in there too. So I had it covered up because I didn't want anything digging in that garden bed. Also, I didn't want any critters in there laying their eggs in there. So that's what I'm working on. Hey, Cece, thank you for being here. The J. Jordan, hello there. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. If everyone could hit the like button, that would be fantastic. So hold on just a second. Let me get the plants. And these are some garlic bulbs that I'm going to put in there as well. Hopefully it'll add some more protection from the critters. But I do have that comfrey there. I have an onion here, and I do have some onion bottoms back there also. So they should be coming up soon. But hold on, let me grab the plants. Alrighty, so I got my plant babies over here. So I'm going to try to get them out of these pods as gently as possible and get them planted. Let's see. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. So this is how the roots are looking. They are nice and big. I broke a leaf off, so I'll feed that to the chickens. But I have to be gentle because I need to get the pot out of here. So I'm just going to pull that out of there. You see how the roots are in here? So, yep, I'm definitely going to have to cut this pot because I can't plant it. So, let's pray, y'all. So make sure to always clean your pruners. You don't want to go from plant to plant with, diseases that you may be carrying from one plant to the other. So that was a sanitizer wipe. I'm going to use that to try and get those roots out of those pods as gently as I possibly can. This small one will be easy. You can see the roots. There's some roots there, but they're not as big, so they should be fine. Let's see. I'm going to cut it just a little bit. All right. As you can see, the sponge is like falling apart, but there's still a nice root there, so I'm going to go ahead and plant that and pray for the best. So I'm going to cut this one as well. I think I'm going to lay it down because it's kind of flimsy at the base. And cut this part. Alrighty. This one is in there good. Alrighty. As you can see, the sponge is falling apart, so that's kind of a good thing. So I'm not messing up the roots too much. At this point, I probably could leave the sponge on there. I'm going to leave it because I don't want to damage the roots too much. Since that's just a small piece, I'm going to leave that one. I think it's actually 2 plants in this pod here. So I'm going to start cutting this one. Just a little bit. Let's see. How are you guys all doing with your indoor gardening for those that are doing the indoor gardening? Normally, I would just let my plants just grow inside, but because these get really big and I want them to reach their full potential, I'm going to go ahead and get them out of here and get them planted. Alrighty, so that's just a small piece of the sponge, so I'm going to leave it. They are nice and healthy. And they weren't even in there that long. I have to go back and look at how many days they were in there. But they weren't in there that long. And they're nice and healthy. Initially, I started the aerogarden with a different type of leafy green, and some of them didn't germinate, so I put the bok choy in there, and they did fantastic. So I have 3 more plants to get out of these pods, and then we're going to drop these things in there, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the garlic. The garlic is easy. I just didn't want to damage the roots on these. I want to be as gentle as possible. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I'm happy that the sponge is falling apart because that's so helpful. Hey GT, micro farmer, thank you for being here. I will drop the link in just a second. Let's see. Can I drop the link somewhere? Well, I'll probably have to go back inside and do it. I can't see. Can't see. Yeah, I actually have more, David. I usually buy them in a bundle so that I can, let me see. Oh, here it goes. I'm going to drop the link right now. Yeah, I usually buy them in a bundle. Let me know if it went over to the chat, you guys. I think it's there. So I did drop the link. But yeah, I usually buy them in a bundle on Amazon. And I just get the ones that are compatible with the aerogarden. So, so that I'm able to, oh, thank you. So that I'm able to continue to plant. I didn't get any more for the let pot. So once I take everything out of there, I'll definitely have to order more. Thank God for Amazon Prime, because usually you get your stuff in a couple of days. So let's see. Oh, farmer.
Oh my God.
GT. Hey
I almost,
there. How are
yeah,
you?
you got me over here
What's up?
cringing.
What's up?
Hey, what's up, y'all? You got me over here cringing, girl. I'm like, I'm looking at you like, what are you doing? You still doing it. Stop.
It's gonna
Leave the
be
Stop.
fine.
sponge.
It's gonna be
Leave
Stop.
the
Leave that
fine.
sponge.
sponge.
Oh, just leave
Leave the
it? Okay.
sponge.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
please.
Oh God. I'll sit here like, oh my gosh, it hurt my heart.
She put that when she said she was gonna send the link up. I was like, I'm getting in there. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna find a way to say it nicely. What
I'm
up
like,
with
Look,
your
oh my God, I'm
micro?
cringing.
look,
Like,
they're gonna be fine. I've done it before.
it sounds like an accident about to happen. You just see it happen, and you're like, oh my God, I hope she survives.
Like, let me help her. I've done it before with the tomato. It did just fine.
But who told you to do that?
You know what? When I was looking at, I can't remember what I was looking at, and it said that you had to remove the sponge, remove it from the sponge, but I should have done it sooner. And so you cut it like a quarter of the way and then you remove it. So, but I left them in here longer. So
Well, where you get the
I
information
would
from?
it might have been on their website. You know, if you want to
would it
take
be?
them from the arrow garden to your garden, you just cut it a quarter of the way. Hey, Bammit, thank you for being here. I appreciate you.
All right, that GT, he does a hydroponic stuff. I don't know that. I want to show. I'm glad GT here. I want to show him something. Go ahead.
I would
I'm
have
getting ready
thought
to
that
drop these.
would have
Huh?
left the sponge because the sponge is biodegradable, or it's
Well,
gonna
you
at
know
least
what?
break down. And then with
Well, you know
the
what? I
sponge,
didn't know. if it was going to break. I did see that it was falling apart, but I didn't know if it was going to break all the way down. But I do remember them saying to take the sponge off. So, and I
Mm-hmm,
and I did it before with the tomato plant, and it did just fine. So,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
thank
I
you for
mean,
the information.
if your way work, that's what works. That's all to it. But I would have left the sponge in it because it would have kept the roots intact in the way that it's been growing. So that's why I
Okay,
would have left it.
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, if your way work, it worked. That's all to it. And
Well,
are you going? Does it provide any shade in the position that you're placing it at?
yeah, this is like
Okay.
partial sun, part shade. Because I know if not, that bok choy would be done.
Yeah, because y'all, California got some sun. The
Yeah.
aerogarden's only like 36 watts, so it's
Well,
definitely
the
a
good
difference
thing.
between.
Hey,
Yeah,
Yankee sister, thank you for being here. The good thing is that it's been super cold here. So it's only been like in the morning, it's like 39 degrees. Our highs have only been like 64 maybe. So that's the
Okay.
good thing. But yeah, you see there's a little sun right here, but it's gonna move. And yeah, I'm glad. Look, I'm glad y'all came up here and let me know. Because
Um,
what I read was to take it off, and I'm like, okay, because I was thinking like it's already growing in the sponge, but it said to take it off, so I'm like, well, let me go ahead and remove it, and I did it with the tomato, and it worked
okay.
really good. So um, thank you for letting me know. That way, at least when I bring stuff out here, I don't have to remove the sponge. I can just drop it in the soil.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you know what? Maybe they might have been saying like if you had started some type of root vegetable with the sponge, you might have to take it off.
Okay.
I mean, because sometimes people actually use those sponges to do root vegetables like carrots and
Mhm.
beets and stuff like that. They maybe told you when the roots, if you're doing root vegetables, that I mean, I never done it with root vegetables, but
Mhm.
that might have been something you missed read. If it was a root vegetable, I think maybe take the sponge off.
Okay. Yeah, and I've done root vegetables in there before.
Okay.
I did radish, and I just let them grow in there to size, and then I took them out and ate them.
Oh, okay.
I took them straight from the pod to the kitchen. So
Okay.
yeah, but
Yeah.
carrots, I haven't tried carrots in there,
Yeah.
but I'm glad y'all came up and let me know.
Yeah. Because I'm my next one in a few more weeks. Yeah, the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna be
Hmm.
planting my Walla Walla onions from seed.
Ah, okay. I
So
did drop
somebody was
some of
asking
those
me, how
seeds.
do you do the Walla Walla from seeds? And I have my seed trays already ready to go in house, and hopefully give them about 60 days to be inside, and then take them out as buds. I mean, little buds and stuff outside. But yeah, my zone, I heard zones changed for a lot of people. Like Nikki, I think her zone changed to 7B. I'm still
Hmm.
7A. Did anybody else zones have changed this year?
No, I'm still 10B. Look, last time I checked anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
They were saying due to this what you call earth warming or whatever, people's zones have changed. But my zone still changed. It stayed the same as 7A. I know Nikki was 7A. Now she said they said she's 7B for some reason.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, maybe I guess because that means when you're warmer, right?
yeah,
You're
but what
warmer.
happened is I was going to shoot a video, but I kicked the thing over. I had a dandelion in my yard up here in
Hmm.
Connecticut. I was like, wait a minute, a dandelion growing? A dandelion is growing and actually seeded, the little fluffy stuff that came out. I was
Yeah.
like, I was gonna film it because I'm like, wait, we early winter, we never seen a dandelion growing in our weather at this point in time. That's a spring plant, but
Oh,
dandelions are
wow.
growing here, and that's alarming. A lot of things are alarming. I ain't gonna, it's alarming with the weather here.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. We're not getting our seasonal temperatures here. I mean, right now we're going to 46 this today. 46.
Wow. Yeah, the weather here is crazy. It's cold outside right now. Um,
Mhm.
it's only I think 44 right now.
Yeah.
So
And I learned something too. I heard all these guys talk about the figs, and I'm a quick learner. I didn't
Hmm.
have to cover my figs. I heard
Oh.
about the dieback and stuff with the figs, but my figs, even the one I got in the 6 gallon bucket,
Hmm.
ain't nothing happened to it. The leaves just fell off of it. It's looking fine and dandy. Ain't it, and I got some of my trees already budding.
Oh
That's the
wow.
crazy part. It is
Yeah.
wintertime here. For like it's like GT. He's in his wintertime. It's winter here. My trees are budding because it's so warm here. So I
Wow.
don't know if I'm going to get fruit this year because the trees are budding already.
Yeah, my trees are budding too, but it's cold. So, um, but usually that's how it goes here. So around this time of year, they usually start budding. So I
I have
do
a
have some
seven
onion
eight,
bottoms in here too.
and I think I'm gonna shoot a video like that. I'm having buds already popped up on my, and we're not even past our winter. I ain't gonna lie, it's just January here.
Wow. Wow.
Um, Early budding for some reason in our plants. I don't know if it's due to the fertilizer or the ground, the stuff I'm using. They already budding, and I mean because it haven't been cold, it haven't been down
Hmm.
in its tens or twenties like that. So
Oh wow. Yeah,
I
'cause
don't.
let me show you the ones that I have that are budding already, like these blueberries. Well, they've been budding 'cause I think I've showed it a few times. So all of these are budding. Those are blueberries. But I mean, it's cold, but it's still sunny. So, and these are budding. These are blueberries. So these are
Have you
all.
seen anything weird, GT, in your area? Have you seen something weird in your garden stuff that's going on?
Yes, it's definitely warmer. The temperatures in January would be 0, 5, or something like that. We're in the 20s. This is
Wow.
like
Oh, really?
we loving this because most of the time it would be cold, and if it gets
Really?
like to 25, we've had
Mhm.
more melt. Like we have ice on certain places, and then it'll
Mhm.
start to drip because it's melting. So that's a little
Mhm.
odd, definitely in January from what I remember.
Wow.
And they changed me to the 5. They said I'm in zone 5, so I don't know.
Okay. Nah, I ain't trying to be no probably saying the sky is falling, nothing like that. I'm just saying, is it, because here it goes. I'm in Connecticut, he's in Alaska, you're in
Mhm.
California. And I
Mhm.
know we're not the only ones seeing weird weather, like weather patterns. I'm like, I understand the Bible talks about it. I'm not going into the scriptures and nothing like that. But I ain't trying to scare nobody either. But at the end of the day, like something ain't right.
Yep. Definitely climate change. Definitely. So I did drop some garlic in there, you guys.
Cause I ain't gonna
Um.
lie, I was gonna be my experiment. I was gonna about to put my carrots out there. I was gonna put some carrot seeds out there because it's
Mhm.
been so warm.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, carrots is a cold crop. Carrots and lettuce is a cold crop, and collard greens and kale is a cold crop. So I was about to just go, hey, I don't think we ever going to hit the below zero marker. So I could throw them seeds out there and just wait for nature to do its own thing.
Yeah, Rio's Family Garden said they still have peppers out there. They're in
Uh,
let's see, she said hers changed to 9A,
so
and
people,
she's
oh,
in
so
zone
some people
5.
who zones have changed. Oh, you do know some people that
Mhm.
zones have changed. Okay.
Mhm. And Yankee Sister said it's 43.
Wow. And
Yeah.
she's above me. She's only like 30 minutes above me.
Wow. Hey, Miss
Her and Auntie
Patsy,
Ellen.
thank you
Auntie
for
Ellen's
being
like
here.
Auntie Ellen's like 20 minutes above me.
Oh
And Yankee
wow.
Still's about 30, 35 minutes. And then the chicken, he's about an hour up from me. I'm on the lower end of Connecticut. I'm on the coastal side of it.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where the chicken was located. So he's up there where you are, huh?
No. He's way up above me. He's above me about an hour. And then Yankee Sister's about 30 to 35 minutes. And Auntie Ellen, she's about 20 minutes from me.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Backyard garden flow. Hello there. Thank you for being here. So
No,
look.
that's something. I mean, I would love for some of the YouTubers to talk about. Like, is this what makes the community great? Because we can actually listen to somebody in Alaska,
Mhm.
Florida, California, Tennessee, Connecticut, where we are seeing kind of changes of the weather in our community. So it's not just one person saying, "Ah, I see this." All of us are seeing the difference in our weather pattern.
This is true. This is true.
You know.
So thank you guys for helping me save the plants.
No, no, no. If it, like GT said, if it works for you, it works for you, because what works for you might not work for us. But if you've been doing it that way and you have success from it, keep doing it. Never change up what works for you. That's one thing about the community of gardening, is that what works for you might not work for the next person.
Well, look,
Yeah.
I could see the sponge falling apart, but then I was like, I don't know if that's totally biodegradable, but I'm glad y'all told me. Thank you. I appreciate it because I don't want to kill the plants.
And some people they struggle with putting them outside.
Oh yeah, I
Once
didn't
it's in
have
its
an issue.
aeroguard.
Yeah, I didn't have an issue
You know
though.
why? You know why, G? And I think I was speaking about that on somebody's live. It's not about they struggle because of the simple fact that you took it straight outside.
Sorry about
You got
that.
to take it outside. If you put it like she did in a raised bed, you can't bring it back in. You keep it in this pot, and then you bring it out for 2 hours, bring it back in, take it out the next day for 3. You work this way. You're what's it called? Agglamate
Mhm.
the plant. But some
Acclimate. Yep.
people
Acclimate.
acclimate, because what happens is it's just like when you step out of a dark room into a sunny room.
Mhm.
Yeah, the plants do the same thing. If you take it straight from a control setting and throw it out there in straight spectrum of God's sun, it can have some stressful situations which you can die.
Yeah.
You have to take your time taking your indoor plants outdoors. They usually tell you to take it out there for 1 hour, bring it in, and then you work its way out until it gets to 6 hours.
Yeah. I do have these shade cloths that are like this here.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah,
yeah.
all right,
So I'm gonna put that over that raised bed, but the
got you,
sun is
got
gonna move in a bit, so it should be fine. But I do
you.
have a tomato in a volunteer tomato in the raised bed over here.
I be envying y'all
Also,
guys. Y'all guys in California and Texas. I envy y'all. Y'all grow look like y'all grow all year round. Y'all can grow all year round.
yep, all year round. So this tomato came up in the garden bed. So what I'm gonna
Is
do
that
is,
nasturtiums next to it? What's that?
yeah, you know that nasturtium grows all over the place. And actually I thought I pulled all of them out, but they always come back. But these were some bush beans right here. So it's time for them to go. So what I did was, since I wasn't ready to go ahead and clear the bed out, I just cut them down and just let them break down until I figure out what I want to plant over there.
Okay.
But these, I'm going to go ahead and prune off these bottom leaves because these are yellow. These are the ones that are close to the soil. You see how big this tomato plant is already? I don't know where that plant came from. It's already flowering and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it must have been something that was in my compost.
So
So,
since you grow all year round, since you grow basically all year round, what is your new growth for the spring? Do you have a new plant or a new vegetable that you're gonna put out there in the springtime?
um, you know what? I think I'm gonna do. Oh, did he drop down? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you
I
did.
I do have some new. What did I get? I got the Roselle tomato that I never tried. I do have the Suyo Long cucumber that I'm gonna try. Also, what is it called? The green apple cucumber. Also, I think I saw those on Broke's channel, and I
All
wanted to
right.
try those. So
I
yeah.
was
So
going
I'm
to ask that for the people that grow all year round. Like, how do you actually add additions to your garden that's already growing? Because like it seems like y'all don't have a downtime. Only if it's like a set time that it breaks down itself. But how
yeah.
do y'all actually work
Ugh,
in new
trying to get this
vegetables if you
tomato out
wanted
of here.
to?
I just kind of move stuff out and move
Okay.
new stuff in.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So you feel
So
that you sometimes be like a hoarder, that you don't want to get rid of that plant because it's doing so
I
well, but
do. I do. I have a tomato plant that's been in my garden for 2 years.
wow,
So, and it's a sun gold, but it hasn't died yet. So I'm keeping it. So it's
you
still
keeping it.
producing. Yeah, it's still producing and everything.
Wow. No, that's what I'm saying. Do you feel like a hoarder? Like, I don't want to get rid of it because it's still
Yep,
alive and it's doing its thing.
absolutely.
But then you need the room like a hoarder. Like, do you find yourself
Mhm.
like a
I
hoarder keeping
do.
stuff?
I do.
Okay.
And then I just have to tell myself, okay, it's time for it to go.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think
Even
I'm
though
gonna
it's
put it
doing
in the
well,
purple.
you have done that before. Where even if
Mhm.
it's doing well, you just have to get rid of it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, because I need more space.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
So this is how the tomato is looking. So I
That's
have the
nice.
whole root ball
Oh, look at
here.
the root system. I like the root. Now, how far are you going to go down? You're going to actually go to the all the way down?
Yeah. Not all the way down, but at least halfway to cover up half of that stem because the stem is kind of leggy
Yeah.
because it was in that raised bed over there, so it was growing kind of weird because it's actually
Because
a
you,
Marconi pepper right
because
there.
because if you saw a broke farm, you saw about a lot of things like to be a bush, like that tomato like you got in your hand. If you
Mhm.
took it down and you push it down, even though the stem, the little hairs will turn into roots, which it'll
Exactly.
make that tomato plant go out bushier, and you'll get more instead of letting it stem up like get a stem.
Mhm.
I would plant it a little lower, just before the lower leaves touch the soil,
Yeah. Oh
so
yeah.
it'll actually have
It's
more roots,
going
and then
down.
it'll grow bushy, and you can get more tomatoes, I believe, out of that.
Yeah, this one I'm like I'll probably have to repot it anyway. I just don't have
Uh,
no space. So
yeah, see, I would have took off them bottom leaves and actually to give it more strength
yeah. So
and let it
okay.
bush out more.
So remove the other ones, huh?
Yeah, I would have done like the lower ones, and then I would have planted down a little more to where it'll come up bushier to get more, more fruit from that.
Mhm. Okay. So I'll just drop some more soil in there, and then
Oh
I'll
yeah,
just
yeah, you can do
cut
that.
more
Yeah,
of the
that the
branches.
heal. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
heal it. Yeah, mm,
And I'll just chop more of those, get more of those branches off.
yeah. Because my challenging crop this year is the Walla Walla onion. I mean, I do get onions, but they be small. Like they be like ping pong size, but they are strong and smelling. But
Mhm.
I want to get the real Walla Walla onions. I'm talking about that softball onion,
Mhm.
But somehow my growth season won't let me get that big. But I'm gonna try to grow them indoors and get them going before I put them outside.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah,
gonna be good. Let me run over here. I'm gonna get some compost from this bin and put around that tomato too.
yeah.
I have a
So,
little compost bin over here. I remember you were talking about these little compost bins, so
oh, yeah, they
uh
wonderful. If you could get one, anybody in the community. If you can, you might can't afford the big one. Get that small one. That small one's like
mhm.
$100.
Yeah, I think I have the one that, you roll around to
Yeah, that's about the
goes in there.
120, 130 bucket, the 130 bucket
Mhm.
one. And that works
I
because
like
it
that
breaks
one.
down your compost fast. And if you
It
put it in the
does.
sun, and
And
that
it
one
gives
you
a little.
have, yeah, that's great compost. See, look at that black gold right there. So if you
Yep.
took that small one and
Mhm.
actually put it in a sunny area, it'll break down within 4 weeks.
Oh yeah, this one is right smack dab in the sun.
Yeah,
So it does really well. So one side is almost empty, but the other side is full.
yeah,
Uh, so I'll have more compost when the spring kicks in too.
yeah.
But
I can't wait till it heat up to see my big compost pile in the front that y'all been seeing. That major big compost. I'm like, I am just stoked to see what happens when the springtime and the summertime comes and see how that compost break down quick. And I
yeah, you
realized
you do
the
good over
the
there.
the groundwater comes up from the rocks. I didn't know that if y'all saw the other video. The
Hmm.
groundwater comes up through our rocks out in the front. I never noticed that until the other day I was out there.
Oh
So
wow.
I don't even have to water. I don't even have to water it because somehow the underground water system under our home comes up
Hmm.
through the rocks. I just didn't even notice it until the other day.
Ah, I
Yeah.
hate these tomato cages when I'm trying to do it by myself.
Oh yeah. I get mad when I break a leaf. I break a stem when I'm trying to put the tomato cages on.
Yep, and I have the other, regular steaks or whatever, but I'm just gonna. Uh-oh, it's going in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
All right, it'll be all right. I got it.
Yeah, because if you pull on too hard, you hear the stem snap, you be like, oh
Hmm.
man. Yeah, I've done that on several plants in my life.
I usually just take some turmeric, make a paste out of it, and put it on the wound so it'll heal.
Oh, okay. All right, all right. Wow,
Yeah.
you doing some veterinary surgeries on your plants.
Look, either that or I take a banana peel, a piece of the banana peel. No
Yeah.
worries, Jay. I appreciate you being here. I take the let me turn my camera
You actually have
back.
a banana peel? You do actually banana, you wrap it in a banana peel?
Mhm. I wrap it in a banana peel and then I put a band-aid around it until it actually heals over. And then you take
Wow.
that band-aid off and it's like good as new.
You know what? I ain't never did that, but now since you spoke on it, see, that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
You learn something every day in the garden community, and I never thought
Yep.
about wrapping a banana peel around a broke a broke stem or a cracked stem. All right, and to put
Look.
bandage around it like a.
Uh-huh. You
All
just wrap
right,
it around. But look, you guys saved my plants. So look, I had to give you a little tip too.
yeah, all right, appreciate it, because I never thought about wrapping a banana peel around a branch.
Yep, just wrap it around and put a band-aid on it. Heal it
All
right on
right.
up.
You said heal, so I would think that because you always see these TikToks or YouTubers where
Uh-huh.
it'll actually root, it'll be almost like air laying it, but you say it doesn't air lay, it actually heals.
Uh-uh. It'll heal it. It'll heal it.
All right,
So
all right.
these are those collared tree cuttings. I don't know if you remember, I had to
Yeah,
jimmy rig the gate so my dogs can't get in here. You know
yeah.
that's a shame.
You
But
know what? I never know what a collard green tree is, but I'm waiting to find me
oh,
some seeds. I'm
well
gonna
here
order
they go
some of
right
those.
here.
A
They
collard green tree.
they get huge. So these are big. They're at least 7 feet tall and
Come on.
full of
I heard
collards.
y'all talk about that early last year in this
Hmm.
growth season, but I'm gonna actually order me some collard green tree. That's what it's called, collard green tree.
Uh-huh, our tree collards. So as you can
Tree
see,
collard.
the leaves are coming in here.
It almost looked like a Brussels sprout tree, but I mean
Hmm.
Brussels sprout. But all right,
Hmm.
I'm gonna actually give me a couple of them seeds this
For the
year. All right.
collard green. And I have some purple collard trees over here that I put in here because they were small. So before summer, I'm going to take them out of here and put them in large containers.
So are those trees perennials? So they don't die back. They just perennials.
Nope,
They just
all
keep
year
giving.
round. All year
Okay.
round they give. Hmm.
All right.
So I love those.
I
This
might
one
give
I
me
was.
some of those and put them in a container. I mean, I'm gonna put them in a fabric pot so I can bring them in and out.
Do you have your PO box on there?
On my PO box?
Uh
No,
huh.
I
Is
don't
it
have my
on your
PO box.
channel?
I put my PO box. You got seeds? Shoot, send me some.
Yeah,
Shoot.
I'll send you some seeds.
I got tons of other seeds. Anybody needs seeds, I can tell you, hit me up at microfarm. I mean, I got a ton of seeds, y'all.
Yep, I will shoot you some
Yeah.
seeds.
Matter of fact, hold on, let me
So
put this for a second. Let me see how much seeds I have. Hold on.
here's some cuttings right here. Collard
Oh,
tree cuttings, and you see they're
see,
getting
that's
leaves
what
on
I'm
them.
talking about. And if I get a cutting, I'm good because I'm good at them cuttings. Oh,
But the first time I tried the cuttings, they died because I did them when I thought that the weather was changing. I know the birds, huh? I love coming out here listening to the birds too, Sassy.
this
And
is just
backyard garden. You have a
this is
collard
just
tree.
these are just these are the seeds that Nikki was giving away. I got a bunch of these
Oh
here. You see,
wow.
and this is just a little bit of these. These are just ones I was putting together.
Mhm.
These are corn. Um, I got garden sage, watermelon, tomatoes, cucumbers, so much
Wow.
spaghetti, winter squash. I put them all together. And I have so many more seeds. These are the seeds that Nikki was giving away when she was doing the giveaway with Hands of Dirt.
Wow.
But
Well, at
these are
least
the
you.
company. This is the company that sponsored. You see it? I don't know if y'all see the sponsor.
Yeah, I like them. Their seeds are really good. They germinate really quick too.
Yeah, so I have a ton of these, and they were to give away and to sell, and I have some other seeds. I got tons of seeds, more seeds than ever. So if
Wow.
ever the apocalypse or whatever happens, and people need seeds, you know, I got them. I mean, and I know Broke Farmer, he did the where he did the stackable thing, the
Mhm.
organize the seeds. But I
Mhm.
got them in here. I got them in things like this.
That's what I do. I try to keep them. I have a bunch of ginger in here too.
Yeah, I even got cocoa seeds. If anybody who's in a tropical setting, I even have where you can have your own cocoa tree where you can make your own cocoa chocolate.
Oh wow,
You
that's
know,
what's up.
and I got that straight from Jamaica, from a farm in Jamaica. And so it ain't like some stuff I got. It's actually from another cocoa farm in Jamaica where they have cocoa trees that make chocolate.
Patsy said, "Run her some seeds."
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, everybody knows this. Listen, everybody know my email. My email is microfarmer4@gmail.com. Y'all haven't heard that before. I don't know what rock y'all been under.
Micro micro farmer four.
Microfarmer4. I'm a family of
Okay.
four. I'm a
Okay.
family of four at
Okay.
gmail.com.
Okay. I
Like,
can still have
you
green
know,
leaves on
tell
mine.
me what seeds you're looking for. I mean, I got seeds on top of seeds, y'all. And this year is not going to be no difference. I should have got rid of these seeds already, but it was so much rain and people just didn't hit me up for them. So I gave so much to Nikki and Hands of the Dirt to give away on that Wind Down Wednesday in the chat that I still got tons of it. But I'm gonna give it away to a lot of the people around here in my community, and that's it. In my outside, my little side gig of planting people gardens for them. So you know, that's what I tell people: if you have seeds and you're looking for a side hustle, you don't really know what to say. Actually get you some potting soil and actually plant your seeds and then put them out. I mean, it depends on where you live at. Put them out in front of
Mhm.
your house for $1, especially if you have seeds from your own garden. Like a lot of y'all guys, y'all
Some
save y'all
ginger.
seeds. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
And that's a garlic.
No, that's ginger.
Oh, you pulled up a ginger already?
There's some ginger in
All right.
here. They've been in here for a while though.
Oh, but don't you can let them keep going to get
Uh
bigger?
huh. You can, but I wanted
Oh,
to use some.
oh, you wanted to use something, right? All
Yeah, and
right.
some of the leaves on these are turning brown, so I'm like,
Oh,
okay, let me take them out. But I will put this piece back in here, this tuber back in, let it keep on doing its thing. I see some other sprouts on it, so
all
put it
right.
right back
Cool.
in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah,
those
that's one
are
thing.
ginger.
Yeah, because I got some turmeric. I don't know if it's gonna come up this year. I planted it late last year, and hopefully it comes up in the spring. I forgot where I planted them. Trust me, I forgot where I planted them.
Well, it take a minute. This one is turmeric. You can tell by the leaves. These wide leaves, it's the turmeric, and the narrow leaves are
Oh,
the
okay.
ginger. So this one, let's see. Yep, there's a turmeric right there.
Oh, okay.
That's a nice big one too.
So I'm hoping to get turmeric this year. It pops up when the springtime comes or summertime. I don't know when do it pops up. I actually planted the bulb. What do you want to call it? The bulb,
Mhm.
and I just stuck it in the ground. I think I put it over there by the lemon thyme or lemon balm or something like that. I put it. I forgot where I put them. But when they pop up, they're gonna pop up. That's it.
Mhm. And that's what I do. I put them all over the garden wherever.
Oh,
And
okay.
like you said, wherever they pop up, they pop up. Don't let me forget those outside, you guys, because I'll forget them.
But you
And
got a lot going on. So
oh
I know
yeah, this whole
you on the
garden is
health
still
kick.
full.
So
Oh, you
most
were
of the stuff
checking
you
on me.
grow, do you use it? Do you
Oh
use
yeah,
most of the stuff you grow?
I eat everything out here. You see this radish?
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull that out.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and eat that right now.
So how much your chickens get from you on the outside garden?
I give them a lot of stuff. I'll pick them. Well, actually, if I let them out, they're gonna go over there and start eating the lemongrass. But
Yeah.
they jump up on the lower leaves on the collards, and
Yeah.
they eat them through the fence.
All right.
So
Because
that's
that's what I
how.
do. Like sometimes I get stuff and it gets and you try to thin it out. I just give them to the
Hmm.
chickens and the rabbits.
Yeah, I leave those branches down there because actually those branches I can actually stake them up, but I let them lay down so that the chickens could reach them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have
So
some
how do you
sugar
like the
snap.
taste of the eggs? I mean, do you see the difference in the taste of your
Amazing.
eggs?
A lot better. A lot better. They're more rich
All right.
than you know, store bought.
Yeah. You over there singing to your chickens, singing lullabies and stuff. I was like, what? She over there
Those
singing.
those are the babies. Those are the babies.
I gotta go out there and cut mine out every now and then just to get them online.
Oh yeah, look, I have to do the same because mine be out there fighting on who gonna sleep where, and I'm like, what are you
Yep,
doing?
yep. Mines get to fighting and feathers are missing, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Hmm. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, they will get started. So I got
yeah.
some peas out here. I usually just eat these outside when I'm in the garden though.
That's me with the cherry tomatoes, like the little sweet cherry tomatoes. They don't never make it in
Uh-huh.
the house.
Yeah,
The,
these
the little sweet.
these never make it in because I don't like peas,
Okay.
cooked peas. So the sugar
You
snaps
just.
because they're nice and sweet. I just eat them right off the vine.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
this one is the sun gold that's been here for 2 years. It looks
2
pretty
years.
bad right now, but it's still got flowers on it, and I still been coming out here getting tomatoes off of it. This is
Two
another
years.
tomato, and it has four tomatoes on it, so I'm just waiting for those to ripen. It's probably gonna
Now,
take forever because the weather's,
now, since
crazy.
you said you had those tomatoes for 2 years, how long do a
Uh-huh.
tomato plant actually live to give out fruit? I
I don't
never
even
did that
think it's
because we
supposed to live that long. That's why I'm like, what? Yep, it is doing its thing though.
for 2 years, the same plant.
Mhm. Yep,
Now you
it's
know what
been
you're gonna give
doing
me a
its thing.
question, and maybe
Mhm.
some of the people in the community that watch this video is gonna say the same thing, like because
Mhm.
tomatoes here they die back, they just die back, they just die
Uh
out.
huh. Hey,
But you saying
Bayou.
that tomato plant 2 years?
2 years. It's been here since August of 2022. Well, almost 2 years, and it's still doing its thing.
I hope somebody do a video now. I know we talking, but I hope somebody do a video like Broke Farm and somebody out there, Miss T knocking them.
Mhm.
Actually do a video. How long do because a lot of times plants grow in our area, but they die back because of weather. But somebody like you grow
Mhm.
all year round. How long do a tomato plant can live if
Look,
it's in the right
look,
condition?
look. Apparently, a year and a half to 2 years.
Yeah, according to you, yes. According to yours, yeah.
And I just pulled another one that was so full of tomatoes. I can't remember what video that was, but it was so many. Oh, it was one of my live streams. I can't remember. Probably a couple of weeks ago. It was so many tomatoes on that plant, and I think
Wow.
this is the same type of tomato. That's why I said I'll probably have to
See,
replant it.
that's when you know you live in a good spot. You hear the birds chirping. I don't hear a bird chirping. Everybody got Timberland boots on. The birds got Timberland boots and a Columbia coat on it here. It's too cold for them to be chirping.
Oh yeah, I live for the bird sounds. That's what I come out here for.
We don't hear them sounds until early spring when it's like 65, 70 around here. Right now, they in their house with Timberland boots and number two oil, fuel oil.
So if you
You
guys
ain't,
see, I have the can all the way down to the soil because I don't want to wet the leaves up.
yeah.
'Cause I don't want to
That's
get
a nice
fungus
can you
on the
got
leaves.
there. That can look like it's a good 5, 6 year old weather beating on that can.
Oh man, this water can is old. It's plastic. It's old.
Yeah, I
I've
saw
had
it.
this can probably, I don't know, shoot, it might have been out here for 10 years.
Yeah, yeah, it's weather beating, it's weather beating everything.
Hmm.
Because
And I dropped some mulch on that and let
you
it do
can't
its
find those
thing.
type of cans no more unless you go to Amazon and spend about $40 for it now.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't like the narrow spout sometimes. Sometimes it pours too heavily.
Yeah.
So I
And it's
moved
so
my.
funny because I go through the thrift shops. Like me and my wife went the other day, and we
Hmm.
just found something, and she spent like she wanted a certain pieces, but I told her about a whole set, and she got
Hmm.
it for like 30. She got it for $36, right?
Hmm.
And we looked it up online to resell it. It goes for like $189 because a lot of these people either they old or somebody clean out a house. These
Hmm.
people don't know what they have in a realms, and they'll be like, "Well, that's nothing. That's nothing," but they don't realize what it is.
Thank you, Derek, for chiming in. I appreciate you.
Yeah, we brought a set of Winnie the Pooh collector set,
Hmm.
and found out they going for like $180, almost to $200 for the whole set. We bought the whole set for $36.
Oh wow.
It is just amazing. It's just amazing how people clean out their grandmama house or their auntie's house, and they getting rid of stuff, or they just have people clean it and they just donate to the Goodwill or Salvation Army. And if you
Hmm.
go through there, you find some collectibles that people don't even know what they have.
Yep, that's the truth. But what's funny, what I'm learning now is like a lot of plants, you know how they say, like you were just saying, plants will die off at certain seasons and all that stuff.
Hmm.
But if you leave them, I guess depending on your climate as well, if you leave them, a lot of the times they'll come back. And I'm gonna show you an example. I have a cayenne pepper that's coming back up. Let me go over to this cayenne pepper. It'll branch off from the main plant, and you'll get a new one.
Oh
So
wow,
let me bring this down. So this is another cayenne pepper, and it's coming
wow.
from this plant that, it's completely gone. It's like one pepper on there,
Okay, but the
but
new
this is
ones are
a whole
amazing.
new plant, and that looks nice and healthy.
All right.
I'm gonna leave it in
So you're
there.
just gonna cut back, like Broke Farmers say, cut back the dead side
Yep, I'm gonna
and let
cut
the
this
live
one
side
off.
go.
hmm Yep,
All
I'm
right.
gonna wait till that one gets a little bigger, and then I'm gonna cut that part off
Okay.
and let it keep doing. And that's kind of what I do with the tomatoes. They die off, and then new foliage and branches will come on, and then I just cut the dead parts off.
Okay. So that's
So,
good. See, everybody learning something. I hope somebody's watching this video
hmm
and learning something.
yep, the Tiny Tim tomatoes, same thing. Um, they die off. I promise you, they're gonna come back. I had one that came back. How long did I have that Tiny Tim? I probably had that Tiny Tim for a year also, and then it finally died.
I never read up on it. How long a tomato plant in the right climate,
hmm
in the right
hmm
climate, how long do it actually live? Because see here, it's one season. Once that
hmm
160 days go over, tomato plant gone. It's a wrap.
hmm And I think the only reason that one died is because a grub got in the container.
Mm.
Otherwise, it would have still kept going. So I'm gonna mulch it to keep the gnats off the soil
That's another thing. I mean, I
and
use
keep it
grub
warm.
like I know people use that. I got a bag of that, but that's for the grass and stuff for grubs. Now,
Mhm.
how do you kill grubs in your? I would love because I didn't do my research on, it, so I'll be honest
Mhm.
with you. I ain't gonna fake like I know.
Mhm.
How do you kill grubs that goes into your container garden without messing up your plants' nutrients?
You know
Because
what
I
you
know you
have
don't
to
want to put
do?
you don't. I know you don't want to put insecticide inside your
No.
container garden. So how do you do that?
If I see that there is a grub in there, I will
Mm.
take the plant out, make sure it's, the roots are moist or whatever. And
Uh
then
huh.
you have to go in that container and you can pick every grub out. To me, that's the best way to get rid of the grubs.
Uh
You
huh.
can use milky spore, but milky spore works over time. So it takes time for milky spore to actually kill the grubs. And so I just pick them out one by one, feed them to the chickens, and plant.
So what you saying? So technically, build you a small, like a screen, like with a hard cloth wire.
Mhm.
Dump that
Mhm.
pot out, shake it, and those little grubs will be
Mhm.
sitting up there and feed it to your chickens or throw them in a
Mhm.
dumpster.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. If you don't have chickens, throw them in a dumpster. You know,
Okay.
uh, be mindful. It was funny because years ago I didn't even know what a grub was. So when I saw the grubs and it was in one of my garden beds, I threw it out in the grass because I didn't know
Ooh.
what it was. Right. Oh my God. My lawn was infested with grubs because I had no idea.
Oh yeah, you see them brown patches, you start realize, oh my
Uh-huh.
lord,
Uh-huh.
start eating them
Uh,
grass roots. That's what but I use
yep.
that insecticide, whatever it is. It does weeding and grubs. It does everything. Just early spring, I'll go out there real quick
Mhm.
before they actually hatch. When they do hatch, they already got that poison on them.
Yep.
But I
What
never
did I
knew
use on my
I wasn't
grass? I think I
because
used
my
seven.
because my sweet potatoes, when I dumped my sweet potato box out, it was
Mhm.
a bunch of grubs, and I fed them to the chickens. Like you said, when I dumped the potato bags out, the sweet potato bags,
Mhm.
it was a whole bunch of grubs in there, like maybe
Mhm.
12 of them.
Yep. My garden beds that I just cleaned out not long ago and planted where those little purple collard trees are, it was
Yeah.
a bunch of grubs in there. So that's why a lot of the times when I empty out a garden bed, I won't just start planting stuff in it. I let it rest for a bit and I go through the whole bed and I will sift the soil and get all the grubs out. But of course, it's a raised bed, so Sifting
Yeah.
all that soil was a lot. So I just went ahead and went through it, raked through it, and got hopefully all of them out of
Oh,
there
okay.
and fed them to the chickens. But it was a lot of grubs in there, a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my research on how to get them out. I mean, I know you had a way you said milky something, but
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna go
said
look
milk
and see
and
how to get them
spore,
out of there without
but
using.
they told me they won't even they won't deliver that to me. So I'm trying to figure out where I can go get some. I'm thinking maybe I guess Tractor Supply or
Hold up.
something.
You hold up. You on YouTube because they won't deliver it to your state to you personally. You can have a YouTube buy it and ship it to their house, and then they ship it to you in a mailbox.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true. Hey, J.K. Gardner, thank you for being
yeah,
here.
I
I
be telling
appreciate
people like
you.
you got to learn. Like they say, there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. That's how you skin. Like, hey, listen, you got a girlfriend that they actually ship in that state. They'll
Right.
ship it to her, purchase it, ship it to that person that you trust, to get your
Mhm.
product, and
Yeah.
then they'll just ship it to you. That's all. It's just the company don't want to be reliable shipping it directly to you. So what they do, they'll ship it to, wherever you say it's ship it to. If you got a
Mhm.
friend or a family member, then you have the family member rebox it and ship it to you
Mhm.
if you really need it.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I
Because
think
it might
I
be a
can't
state
remember
next to
who
you.
had it. I think
Mhm.
Lowe's has it.
Yeah,
I
Lowe's
just
have
have
to
to run over there.
have it shipped to broke farmer, and then broke farmer ship it back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Whoever you trust. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody got a lot of people got trust issues. So
Yeah.
you know,
So.
because there's some stuff that we can't get for my chickens here no more. This year's ended. They don't sell it no more here for chicken care. But they were
Mhm.
saying I can go over the New York line. I can go. Well, New York is just the next state, only 50 minutes. I can go
Oh
to the
wow.
tractor supply in New York and buy it, and just drive it back over in my car. That's all. It's just they can't sell it here in Connecticut. But I
Yeah.
can go
Oh
to New York
wow.
and buy it
Okay.
and bring it back.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's
I
certain
didn't
things
know
they
you were
won't.
that close.
I'm only 30 minutes away from New York City.
Wow.
I'm on the lower end. You ever see that in the Connecticut, that little handle piece?
Hey,
I'm on the
Sunshine. Thank you for
coastline. I'm on
being
the
here.
coastline of Connecticut. I'm right on the New York, what we call the tri-state area. I'm only 30 minutes away from where I was born.
Okay. Okay. I
Yeah,
remember you were showing the house that
yeah,
you got over there.
yeah.
That's a really nice piece of property.
Oh yeah, that's an hour and a half away from me on that one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got property in Arkansas. If you got a few properties, yeah. But like I said, I'm done talking about that because, like I said, I was talking to Nancy B to scratch it. Like sometimes you try to get people the information, but I realize
Hmm.
sometimes you can give people good information, but they just don't want it coming from you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I learned
Got
that.
it.
I'm
Got
learning
it.
that at my age. Like you could be telling them the same exact thing, but they just don't want to hear that information from you. It's just they want to hear from somebody they like.
Oh, okay.
So
Got
I'm
it.
learning that saying, don't just stop talking, just stop talking. The people that want to know, they're gonna get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Got it. I
yeah.
understand.
Because I was bothered by that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm guilty of it, and I don't have a shame to tell you. I was bothered by, like, I be telling some people stuff, and they be
Hmm.
like turning their nose up, and then I'm like, but they'll go to another channel. I'm like, that's the same thing I was just saying. It's just they don't want to hear it from you.
Oh wow.
You got family members like that. You can be telling your cousin something, you can't tell him
Hmm.
or her nothing, right?
Hmm.
They go to a little meeting and they come back and tell you somebody else said it, what you just said like 2 years ago to them.
You are
Just
telling the truth, though.
they just don't want that information to come from you personally.
Yeah, I get it.
So that's
Understood.
yeah. So I'm sitting here like I want my people to win, but people don't want to hear it from me. So I'm like, you know what? Stop talking.
What do you have growing over there?
No, I ain't gonna talk about that on your channel. I got other stuff growing indoors, but I'm gonna start my walla walla. Because every time I speak about my life, people get upset. So I ain't gonna talk about my life. So
Well, look, I'm not upset, so
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you ask, but I got my beautiful, beautiful plants indoors that I got 6 of them coming up beautifully. You
okay.
know, so
Okay, got it.
I don't want nobody to say why you mention it. But if you're comfortable, it's your channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I
'Cause
know I know
I
what you're
find out
talking
some people
about.
have a problem. Some
Oh,
people have
good.
a problem with my state.
Okay, I see.
You know,
Okay.
my state. You in California, right?
Yes, I'm in
Yeah.
California.
See, California, Alaska, certain states are we can grow different crops, but some people in other states don't like you talking about that. So I'm not going to, unless that person asks me, then
Oh,
I'll be like,
okay.
yeah, I got these in the third. But I realize when I speak about that stuff, even though it's legal
Mhm.
for me,
Yeah.
some people have a problem with it.
Okay, got it.
You
All
know,
right. Well, look, I'm not gonna ask no more.
no. It's the people. I don't care if the person, if it's, like I said, it's your life. You feel me? But if you ask me what I got going on, I only can tell you what I got going on. I'm not gonna say unless I got some cabbage downstairs and some broccoli
Right.
going on. That doesn't grow in my
Got it.
area at this time. That doesn't
Right.
grow. That's what I say for people in the Northeast, unless you have a greenhouse
Mhm.
or some type of indoor setup that you're gonna be growing some stuff that is gonna cost you an electric bill, which doesn't make sense at this point in time because you only got about 5 6 months indoors.
Yeah.
So if you grew enough outdoors in your growing season,
Mhm.
that should hold you out until the springtime. Like me, I got potatoes and stuff in the freezer in the garage. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So for me, I don't have to keep growing nothing indoors and wasting energy because what I grew out in the summertime, I just vacuum seal it and it's in the
Right.
freezer downstairs in the garage.
Okay, I see.
You know, like
Okay.
y'all do a lot of canning. Y'all do a lot of that canning, which takes up space. I do vacuum seal bags and stuff. I vacuum seal it. It's more thinner. You take all the
Mhm.
air out. It lasts almost good 5 to 6 years in the
Mhm.
freezer without getting freezer burn. So you suck all the air out the product.
Right.
See, a lot of y'all do that canning, which if the seal's not sealed correctly, you got botulism
Mhm.
going on.
Yeah, that's true.
So avoid that in my life. I ain't trying to die for some stuff that did went wrong. I'm gonna vacuum seal my stuff and just put it in the freezer.
I did notice this one. I see that it's separating,
Ah,
so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it, but it's
yeah.
so pretty.
Oh,
It's so pretty.
yeah. Because don't it get a little woody or something they call it?
I think I think it does get a little woody, but then I don't want it to bolt, the plant to bolt either, so I'm gonna go ahead and
Oh,
pull that out
yeah,
this weekend and go ahead and eat it. I think I'm gonna taste a piece of it just to see if
yeah.
it
I
is.
grow broccoli because one of my daughters she loves broccoli. So we
Yeah.
actually every year we're gonna put a couple of broccolis out there.
Yeah, this
You know,
one is that what is it called? Braca flower.
okay. Because my thing is, what's definitely grows in my garden is potatoes,
Mhm.
peppers, and broccoli. Everything else is just a secondary crop for us, or third dairy crop.
Yeah.
But definitely it's going to be potatoes, hot peppers, bell peppers, and broccoli is going to be in my garden any given chance. Those are the things that's always going to be in my garden.
Yeah, that's really tasty too.
Yeah, because
Mm.
I always tell people, I mean, you hear the people on the YouTube talk about be prepared, but root vegetables are the best thing to prepare for anything to come down the line on the pipeline of this world. If you're doing like the delicate plants, what I call them,
Mhm.
root vegetables saved America, saved the country, saved the world technically. Because potatoes, you can make soup. You don't need to store them. You can just store them in a cool place in the dark. They last longer. Butternut squash, those things last long without even refrigeration.
Yeah, that's true.
So those are what I call survival crops. Like,
Yeah.
what survival crops? I know somebody hear this video. They're gonna talk about it next week. Don't worry about it. Survival crops. What is a survival crop? And then they can go ahead. Don't get me wrong. Y'all go
Mhm.
ahead. What is a survival crop? You got your regular garden crop, but you have a survival crop. And to me, a survival crop, survival crops are root vegetables.
Mhm.
Root vegetables from carrots to what y'all call
Rutabaga.
kohlrabi,
Uh-huh.
rutabagas. All those root vegetables are what I call a survival crop.
Okay.
You
Hey,
know,
Miss Lala.
don't take my word for it, y'all. Just look it up. A survival crop. What's a survival crop is?
Hey, DJ is. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna have to look all that up too.
yeah. So I'm hoping
Never
somebody
honestly
will
really
come up.
thought about it.
Here it goes. Here it goes. Okay, you
Mhm.
can take that challenge.
Mhm.
because I don't have a problem with me saying it and somebody else make a video about it or a live
Mhm.
about it. What is
Mhm.
a survival crop? A survival
Mhm.
crop means if things hit the fan, you and your family can survive a long time on that crop only.
Okay, got it.
It's
Thank you.
multiverse. It can you can make soups, you can fry it, you can
Mhm.
whatever you want to do. A survival crop, and that's what you have. These people in our community is
Mhm.
into prepping, into gardening. But what is a real true survival crop? To me, like I'm gonna do like Hands and Dirt said, not Hands Dirt, Broke Farmer said. My opinion, a survival crop is a root crop, and a lot of us do not grow a lot of root vegetables. We don't.
Mhm.
We love the exotic fruits and plants and stuff, but we don't
Mhm.
go with hardiness root vegetables in our garden.
Mhm.
So,
This
so
is
if you want to do
true.
a video on that, go ahead, knock yourself out.
Look, I
So,
will, cause I'm stealing it from you. You heard it from me.
yes, yeah, don't steal it from you. Ain't stealing it. I'm telling y'all, you don't need. I know somebody gonna say you don't need my permission. I'm just saying, I would love because it's hard to create stuff. If you're a creator, a content
Yeah.
creator, it's
Mhm.
hard to come up with something to talk about, especially when
This is
people are looking
true.
forward to watching your videos. That's why I do
This
no
is
longer
true.
saying I don't go. I'm gonna put a video out every Tuesdays and Wednesday because it is hard to stay on that timeline. Put a
Yeah.
video out when you feel you want to put a video out.
Yeah.
Do a live when you want to do a live. If you start setting yourself up, it become another job. It become a secondary job for you.
Yeah. I
You
only
know?
set I that's why I have mine set for Fridays. I know that I can do it Friday morning.
Yeah,
I just added one other day. I think I put in there Tuesday, but
yeah,
that one is for fitness. It's not for gardening. So,
yeah. Because
um,
I would tell any new YouTuber, do not make this a job, an involuntary job, where you
right.
start saying every Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm gonna drop a video at 2 o'clock.
Mhm.
Every you set yourself up for a second job that you might not can't keep up because of family
Mhm.
issues, health issues,
Anything.
your
Mhm.
time. So just keep
That's
being
true.
consistent and put stuff out, but don't say every Tuesday at 2 o'clock I'm dropping this.
That's true. That's true. I just do a live. That editing stuff, I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
But look at these sweet potato flowers. You see
See what I'm saying?
they've
I can't
come
do.
in, they're dying
And
off.
And that's why I love because I can see other people still growing while we're shut down for the next
Mhm.
4 months. At least 4 months we shut down.
And the funny thing is, look, this was actually the container that I had those watermelon in, and it was a volunteer in there, and it just spread out all over the place.
What is that now? That's a sweet potato
Sweet
too?
potatoes. Sweet potatoes.
Wow.
And you see there's flowers on there, so you know what that means.
That means they having potatoes underground.
Mhm. So I haven't started digging because all these leaves are still nice and green, and there's still more flowers on the other vines down there. So I'm just gonna leave it for a while and let it do what it do.
Yeah, because Hand Dirt told me the same thing, and mine didn't do what he said it was where it's supposed to turn brown or break down like a potato leaf. My
Mhm.
sweet potatoes did not break down where it turned brown. Where they said when they turn brown, they ready to come up. Mine
Mhm.
stayed just like yours, and I was like, it's past 100 and something days,
Yep.
and I got a nice sweet potato crop out of that.
Yep. And they've been in there for a while. I know it's been longer. Uh-oh. Let me see if these. I put some sugar snap pea seeds over here, and I covered it up because I know it's been something out here digging. So I just set something on top of it.
You have several spots in your yard.
Yes, I have stuff everywhere. They haven't germinated yet, so I'm gonna
Like
leave
you
it
couldn't
alone.
even throw a football in your yard without running into something.
Yeah, my yard is a pretty nice size. My husband is trying to get me to not take over the whole entire yard, but I think it's
Oh,
already
yeah. My wife
happening.
said the same thing. One side of the yard is me. That's it. One side.
Right. He's like, "Can you not take up the whole entire yard, please?" Here's my latest little goji berry, cause oh man, it got a fungus on it again.
uh,
Oh,
peroxide.
okay.
Peroxide. Go get some peroxide. Pour it in a
Mhm.
spray jar.
Mhm.
Uh, 2-to-1 ratio, and spray it with
Okay.
some peroxide. It should help. G Mama Gross said she used turmeric powder or something. She used.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, she
All right.
used turmeric, and you can use peroxide, whatever you have available.
Yeah.
Turmeric, you just shake it up in a bottle and spray with turmeric. Or I
Okay.
use peroxide. I use peroxide.
It was just fine last week, but we had a lot of rain last week too, so.
Oh, let me give you a heads up on that. Now I'm gonna tell you the way if you had a lot of rain, you got mold coming on.
Mhm.
Kids, you're not, and I'm gonna give you my secret. I'm gonna just give you my secret. You heard it, everybody. Y'all watching? Y'all listening? The
We are
secret is
listening.
go get the cheapest cordless blower from Home
Okay.
Depot, Lowe's, whatever. You can go if you find a yard sale and they got that cheap electric blower like that dust buster thing.
Mhm.
After it rains, right?
Mhm.
Go out there on your spare time and you have time to go out there and actually blow your leaves, blow your vegetables, and blow the excess water off the leaves so you won't get blight.
Uh huh.
I mean, it ain't gonna stop you 100% getting blight. It'll
Yeah.
stop the mold and the fungi if you go ahead and blow your leaves with a cheap, one of them little cheap $30, 50. Now you can get one for $19 probably. The little blower that blow leaves, the cheap one that don't work, that really don't blow
Mhm.
leaves, but it just be
That
blowing
really
air.
don't work.
It really doesn't work. It's cheap as it ain't blowing no leaves. You mad as a beanbag. Talk about blowing leaves, right? But it don't blow no
Mhm.
leaves. Take that one and blow your vegetables and your stuff.
Mhm.
Blow the excess water off your leaves so you don't get blight and fungus and mold on your plants. And
Mm.
that's what I do. But once again, people ask me about my other crops. They're like, man, why you don't get the mold like we do? Because I ain't giving my secret. I'm gonna give y'all my secret because y'all not the 420 people. I go out there with a blower and go, and I blow those leaves dry. I mean, I blow the excess water so it don't sit on the stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Got
y'all
it.
got a tip from me also here.
All right. Look, and I do have a blower out there, so I will do
But
that.
don't get that one that you actually blow your leaves with because it's gonna tear up your vegetables.
Gonna
You
tear
gotta
up
get
my
that cheap
yeah.
one for nineteen
That
dollars
cheap
that
one.
you see on Temu. You see that one that you see on Temu?
I
Y'all be
haven't
ordering
seen
from
that
Temu?
one. Okay.
Get one if you find a cheap one at a yard sale or a Goodwill shop. Pick that cheap little thing up, and all you want is just blow air to blow your vegetables dry, blow the excess water off your plants after a hard rain.
Oh, okay. I will do that.
Especially if you know it's going to rain, it's going to have a clouds and it's raining and it's cool. That's where the
Mhm.
fungus come in. Now, if it's going to get scorching hot like Texas, you ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sure Texas is terrible.
Texas, you got to go get a shade cloth more than anything.
Mhm. For certain.
And you know what's another good thing that I would love to see, and I'm probably gonna do it in my yard, is
Hmm.
they sell these misters at Home Depot, dirt cheap, Lowe's. I
Mhm.
haven't seen nobody have a mister, and especially people like in California and Texas, have a
Mhm.
mister hooked up to a rain barrel.
Hmm.
Like you see how you go to the amusement park and they have the misters around the amusement
Yeah.
park when it gets too hot. Like for
Mhm.
people who complains about the heat is crazy. I'm wondering
Mhm.
why they don't use misters on a rain barrel
That's a great idea.
to at least drop the temperature down at least 5 to 10 degrees under that shade cloth. Have you been
That's
to
a
the
great
amusement parks
idea.
when the heat was out there and they had misters
Uh-huh.
along the
Absolutely.
walking paths? Those
Mhm.
things work. And I'm planning to put one. I mean, we don't get that hot, but for the people
Mhm.
that's in Texas complain about the heat in California, complain about
Mhm.
them triple digits. I'm wondering why nobody ever put a mister in their
Well,
garden.
I have shade cloth up here actually,
Now you imagine a
and,
shade cloth with a mister on your hot days. You just turn
that
the
helps
misters
my
on.
plants a lot. Well, I was gonna attach some to the frame around the frame
Yes.
last year, but we didn't get to the triple digits, so we never
Yeah.
got there.
Oh,
The
okay.
yeah, so we've been doing well last year, our last season did pretty good.
Yeah, because you know David Corey, Sisters of Soil, all the people in Texas were hollering about that heat was killing them out there. I'm like,
Mhm.
now one of them that I seen had a mister. Because even if they went and got a 5 gallon bucket and put the pump inside the 5 gallon bucket for at least a little bit of time, they was gonna get heat. Put the little five
Mhm.
gallon bucket out there.
Yeah,
But
I
I don't
hear you.
know. I mean, I try to combat that any which way I can, kill my plants in the heat.
Yeah, yeah, it gets. I know the year before it was terrible. This is my new baby. This is my
Ah,
new baby.
I was
It's
wondering. I seen those trees. Your trees look
a dwarf.
different. You call those trees, and I'm like, why are they so
Mhm.
bushy looking?
Cause it's a dwarf. See, honey bed miniature.
But it looked like a bush. It looked like it
Mhm.
doesn't look
Oh
like a
yeah.
tree to me. It looked like a fig tree more than a tree.
Cause it'll be nice and bushy, but you see all the buds. It's this whole thing is budded up really nice.
Yeah.
And this one is that nectar Z. This one is a nectarine.
All
The
right.
nectarines on this one is really good.
And all those are dwarfs, you say?
And this one
Are
is a
they
dwarf too.
are they GMOs or are they what? Because I'm like I never seen those type of trees that look like a bush.
Well, this one is a semi-dwarf. That's a grapefruit, but I got quite a few grapefruit off of it that I just harvested within the last couple of weeks.
See, I'm looking
And
for that tree that's got about a 4 foot trunk on it, a 4 foot tall trunk. Yours look like a bush.
well, see, I don't have no more. Look, I don't have no more room, none. And this one is a dwarf pomegranate.
That's what I'm gonna grow. We have a pomegranate that can grow up here, but I'm gonna get in the springtime because GT, not GT, J3, and he tried to tree shame me. So I'm trying to get some plants, some trees up here to show off. I gotta show off. I gotta show off and show out.
Yeah, that one is a little dwarf pomegranate, and this one is a Persian lime. That one is a
Oh,
dwarf. This one might be a semi-dwarf, but the guy at the nursery was like, he said, just, you just kind of prune it to the size you want to keep
yeah.
it. So
And that's
he
one thing about
actually
this
has
guard
admired.
community. If you a competitor, like you're a competition person, you in competing. Oh shoot, what happened? Oh, I'm still on where? She might pop back in. Oh my God, as I'm on her live by myself. Well, anyway. All right.
Let me
Oh, there she go.
know.
There she go back.
Oh, okay.
There she
Yeah, it
go back. There she
froze.
go
I'm
back.
like, uh-oh.
Yeah, so like I'm the type of person like more competitive than anything. Like if I see something, I'm like, all right, and if somebody try to say something, I'll go buy me a tree. I'm not gonna lie. I'll go get me a tree. Just the fact that just to see if it grow. Not that I really like pomegranate, because I really probably I used to eat them back in the day when they used to call them Chinese apples.
Hmm.
Before people call them pomegranates, whatever we used to call them Chinese apples. They were like 10 cents back in the days. I don't know how much they cost now in the supermarket, but they was 10 cent things, and we just like it because it made your teeth red.
Hmm.
Um,
Yep, I love
but
them.
but I found one that grows up here, so I'm gonna order one in the springtime and put it out here because I'm broke farmer made me feel jealous because he over there with a whole fruit orchard type
Oh,
thing.
yeah. He
And
got a
then here he
whole
goes, and
orchard.
then Jags go out there with his helper. He got trees on top of trees. I'm like, man, what?
Hmm. Oh, yeah.
So
They have some trees. I'm
yeah.
moving this over to the shade because it's drooping. My little tomato, because it was nice and tucked in by that wall. So
Oh,
put it right here, and that's partial shade, so it'll be okay.
all right.
Yeah. Sometimes
That's nice.
suffer a little root shock, but it'll be all right.
5 years, the wife was talking 5 years, maybe 5 to 6 years. I'll be over on the West Coast, but we're looking at stuff in San Diego.
Okay, okay.
San Diego
Um,
has a 65, average is 65 degrees every day in San Diego.
oh wow. Yeah, San Diego is pretty good.
Yeah, they're saying
Hmm.
the climate is the best it can. I mean, well, I don't live there. I just went on the Google. They were saying
Hmm.
the number one for climate weather wise was San Diego.
Yeah, they have some great weather over there.
Now I don't know about the work and all that, but the best climate, San Diego came up as number one. I believe San Francisco was number two.
Well, you said your wife is a nurse, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so she could find work anywhere.
Oh
She'll
yeah,
be
that's why
fine.
we going. We following the money. We
Hmm.
we following the money.
She'll be
But yeah, but
fine.
no, but the kids will be the 10th year of the high school, so we was like we don't have to worry about that too much. But
Hey, Bees Garden Adventures. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Sorry about that.
no, 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 no. So we been to San Diego. Like I said, San Diego. We went in January. It was kind of cool for us when we got there. So we was like, I thought it was supposed to be nice and cool, but we got there early in the morning, so it was cool. But we was like, I thought it was supposed to be nice and warm here. Shoot, we got off that plane in San Diego. It was cold to us,
Oh wow. Yeah.
you know.
Well, you
But
guys have really cool weather though, right?
oh, cold. We got cold.
Oh,
Northeast is
okay.
cold. But when we got to California, we expected it to be warm. Like we're
Really
leaving the
warm.
cold weather in January,
Mhm.
thinking we're going to California, we're going to hit some warm weather.
Mhm.
Only time we hit warm weather when we got to Mexico.
Okay. Hey, growing what I eat. Thank you for being
Yeah.
here. I
And then
appreciate
it
you.
was warm weather. Then we got into what, Dallas, Texas. Then it was warm there, and then we came our butts back home.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow. Well,
yeah,
that'll be awesome though.
yeah. I mean, wasn't thinking about the West Coast of my life, but that's what she decided she might want to land on the next chapter of her life. You know what I mean?
Well, shoot, look, I can just drive up and get me some seeds now.
So we're looking. So we definitely looking. So to actually be living in, not now we might find something there less than 2 years from now and just go back and forth as a vacation home or something. But
Yeah.
we're definitely going to be actually living there. Hopefully in the 6 years, the six, fifth, 5 to 6 years,
Okay.
because we wait for the girls to get a little bigger and they can
Right.
adjust well to new schools and stuff like that.
Right. Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so that's what you're saying. The girls be like 16 years old. They be on a 10th year of high school and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
They be driving by that time. They be driving
Oh,
their own
geez.
cars, and you know,
I didn't realize they were that old.
my girls is 10. They 10. They just turned 10 Sunday. The
Oh,
Sunday's back.
geez. I didn't
Yeah,
realize that.
yeah. They
Okay.
turned. The twins. The twins. The six. They 10 years old. And I'm like, oh Lord,
Wow.
6 years. You people be thinking we look at them. I don't know. You have children or not, but
Mm-hmm.
when you look
Son.
back, you're like, man, 10
Mm-hmm.
years already. It's been 10. You be like picturing when they was babies coming home.
Mm-hmm.
You're like 10 years. You saying it's already been 10. So 6 years from now ain't nothing. You be like, wow.
Wow. Yeah, my baby is 23. My oldest is
Yeah.
39. So, yeah, my kids are
Grown.
overgrown.
So when you
Hallelujah.
realize them times went by, you still got your decent health and,
Absolutely.
and don't look your age.
Absolutely.
They be like, oh, you don't look like you got no 39-year-old. You be like, thank you, thank you.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
buddy. I got some
yeah.
old kids.
You like, yo, shit, I got a grand. You be like, I 18-year-old, 19-year-old, like, you could be my granddaughter. Nah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're like,
Absolutely.
what? Yeah, like
Absolutely.
if your kid is 39, like say if you had a kid at 20, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Your grandkid could be 19, right?
I have a
Like,
grand that's 16.
oh, see,
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I just said. See?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's the oldest. All the other ones are 8 and under. Well,
Oh, okay.
14 and under.
Okay, 14 others. Gotta
Look,
count
it's
that other one you forgot.
so
The
many
other
of
one,
them
the
I
other one.
can't count.
It was almost like that spade game, but got a two and a possible
Mm-hmm.
three.
Mm-hmm. Too many of them. Can't keep up.
That's all. Like, people, like, how
Too
many kids you got?
many.
I'm like eight and possible nine. Like you playing spades and shit. How many grandkids
Too
you got?
many.
Maybe I got two and a possible three.
Yeah, I have 10. I have 10. So
You have 10?
10 grands. Hmm.
Sheesh. Bless. How them old folks say, bless your heart. Bless your heart.
So Christmas is always nice
He
and
said, she got 10
a
grand.
full house. Hmm.
Ooh, bless your heart. Bless your heart, because I only got one. I got one. And he's 10 years old. I got one. Like, Lord, oh, Lord.
Thank you,
Bless her.
Bees Garden.
Now, dude,
Yeah,
now, hey,
I have
for the people
10.
in the chat, because I can't see the chat, you don't look like a grandma with, I mean, you don't look like a woman with 10 grandkids. I'm not lying, boy.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah.
Somebody wasn't putting them brakes on. They laugh about microfarming, man. Well, I got say, sheesh.
Um, well, I actually have 6 bio and then,
Oh,
the other 4.
oh, oh, all right, all right, all right. Yeah, I learned new terminology last year. I heard it. I ain't gonna lie. When Nikki told me about bonus kids, they're like bonus kids.
Bonus.
When I got
Yeah.
bonus kids, I'm like, hold up. I never heard that terminology ever in my life. Like, what's a bonus kid?
Yep. I always hated that word step. I don't have no step kids. Those are my kids. If they're a part of you, they're a part of me.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Because when they said bonus,
yeah.
my mind was like, wait, bonus? What the hell's a bonus? Now, to me, a bonus kid is a man stepped out on you. You get what I'm saying?
You so funny.
That don't care about it. Like, like me, I stepped out and had a kid. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's a bonus. That wasn't added to the equation.
So funny.
I had a bonus kid. That's a bonus. He wasn't part of the equation. You know what I mean?
Sassy said no grandkids, but she wants some. Well, girl, look, I got 10. You can borrow some. You can borrow some from time to time.
Word up.
You know, around their birthdays, I'll let you borrow them.
I ain't gonna lie. We take Visa, Venmo, PayPal. You know, you want to donate to a
Right?
kid cause.
I'm
You want to
telling
make a
you.
wish a caged child gift wish or something. Get a gift wish.
Say donations are welcome, huh?
Yes, Lord. They want ice cream. You know. So, in fact, I
Yep.
gotta go ahead to Walmart now and get some candy. They was about that's the sad thing. I mean, you got grand, I got kids. We need
Mhm.
more chocolate, some type of candy. Like we gotta get more because Tori
Oh yeah,
Lizzie took the last two today, so I'm supposed to just run out there like I'm the supply guy to
that's
go get
right.
more of those candies.
That's right. Hey Tamika, how are you?
They act like they come
Michael and
home.
Kiki was helping me save my plants today because I had them
Yeah,
in the aerogarden pods and I was taking the pod off of the roots and they were like, "What are you doing?"
yeah. I was like, but you said it worked for you. I
But
never done that.
I've done it before and it
I
was
have
just fine.
never, I have never done it to my pepper plants. None of that. I never done it to my
Really?
corn. Like when I see my corn, if I see it
Mhm.
with the plugs, because I get the big bag. I get the big
Mhm.
bag, like 120 in them,
Mhm.
and then they come mush. But what I do now with those, I don't
Mhm.
know if you do it.
Mhm.
I will actually mix some of the hormone rooting powder in that and
Mhm.
soak them. And
Okay.
then I put the seed inside
And then
because they
put them
already
in there.
come moist. They already come moist, but
Mhm. Mhm.
I will get a small little bucket where I got downstairs, and I will
Mhm.
put some rainwater, and I'll mix
Mhm.
the rainwater with rooting hormone, and
Mhm.
let those sponges soak up that rooting hormone.
Oh, okay.
So once the
Wow.
roots start
Okay.
popping out, it give them nutrients.
Mhm.
And then hold up, but I got this thing. Let me show you.
Okay.
And then I picked this up here, and y'all might see this in Walmart. I just picked this. I
Mhm.
mean, I picked this up late. This is on sale. It's this company here.
Oh,
If y'all
okay.
see, y'all see
Wait,
it.
put it. Okay, Arbor. And what is it? That's a rooting powder? Rooting
It's a
stimulant?
bioprotection. It boosts the plant's defense, it strengthens the plant's
Mhm.
immune, and it
Mhm.
improves the plant's health.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
organic. It's organic.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to try that.
They have it's
Thank you.
concentrated
Thank
for
you.
outdoor. It's for outdoor. I mean, you
Mhm.
use it indoor, but it's mainly for outdoor. So if
Mhm.
your plant is having some issues,
Mhm.
you an ounce. There it goes.
Mhm.
1 ounce to a quart.
1 ounce to a quart. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
probably email you on that. Yep,
one
it's
ounce to a
sunny
quart.
over here, Jay.
You could probably put 2 ounces to that rain. That the thing you probably put
Mhm.
2 ounces in that rain the poured water bucket you got.
Mhm.
Shake it
Mhm.
up, stir it up, and then
Mhm.
pour it around your plants. It helps to improve their immunity. It helps a lot.
Hmm.
Like I'm always
Okay.
into the organic stuff, like
Mhm.
and see it work. So I haven't used, not even open yet, but
Okay.
I took the back reading off of it to read on it.
Okay. Yeah, you do a
But
good job over there.
oh yeah, yeah, but I don't show it. I don't show everything. I kid you not, I don't
Wow.
show everything. But But yeah, because I don't want I don't want people to comment on stuff, and I don't I ain't got time for it. But yeah, but
Yeah.
this company, if you find in
Mhm.
Walmart, you'll see it.
Mhm.
It's a little
Oh,
pricey in
okay.
Walmart too,
I
but
never paid attention to that. Okay, so
yeah, it's in a garden. It's in a
I'll
garden
look
area,
for it.
and it's
I'll
organic.
definitely, I'll definitely look for it.
Because I can't do 511 here. 511, it'll be probably everything on the plant over here with me on 511. So the
Yeah.
fish stuff ain't gonna work for me. Not even oyster
Okay.
stuff is not gonna work for me.
Really? Okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
you
But
know.
I gotta get off of here, you
All
guys.
right, take care, take
I
care.
have to go to a funeral, so
Oh
I'm
Lord,
gonna.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ!
So I
I'm
gotta
glad I ain't
hurry up
been.
and
I
get
ain't been
ready.
in one of them in a long time. So I'm gonna knock on some wood. I haven't been to one of those in a
Knock on
long
wood,
time.
huh?
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
I might miss mines. I don't know, but
You a
the check
mess.
did. Hey, Kay, the check didn't clear. They got to hold up for my funeral. The check didn't clear.
You a mess.
The check might not clear on my funeral, so they'll hold up my funeral. So I might not make it on
You
time
are
either.
a mess. Thank you,
I'll
Lala.
be in that freezer for like 45 days until somebody gets some money up.
You are a whole mess. But
All right, y'all.
I'll email you so we
Oh
can
yeah, email me. Anybody needs
collab
seeds,
on
email me.
another live. Okay, thank
Yeah,
you so
if
much.
anybody
I
needs
appreciate
seeds and
it.
you know they need seeds and they don't, hit me up,
Hmm.
y'all. All right, take care.
Okay.
Later.
Bye, you guys. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. See you next time.